Vanbreed management. The first step is to log into Salesforce. To do this, go to the Salesforce website at www.salesforce.com. On the right-hand side, you'll see a yellow login button. Click that button, and it will pop up with your login page. Your password will be emailed directly to you from Salesforce. You can click this box to remember your username if you would like. Otherwise, click Login. When you initially log into Salesforce, you'll see this landing page. In the middle section of the page, you'll see a section called Chatter. We'll talk about Chatter more in just a moment. Below that, you will see any scheduled tasks that you have scheduled through Salesforce or any meetings that you have scheduled. Also on your home page, on the left-hand side, it will give you a little shortcut to see any recent items so you can go directly to them without having to search. This area here with unresolved items, you can disregard. We're not using this functionality at this time. To continue our tour, we'll go across the tabs at the top of the page. First up is Chatter. Salesforce also likes to be very helpful, and it will pop up little reminders with videos that you can watch if you choose to, or you can always click skip and then exit out of them. Think of Chatter as being basically Facebook for Salesforce. What this does is it enables not only the other people within the system, but also the records to post what they're doing. So on this Chatter page, we can see basically everything that any record or person that this user is following has been up to lately. You can also post a note out to your coworkers under "What are you working on?" and click on Share. Do keep in mind that the only people that can see Chatter are Salesforce users within our organization. This is not public in any way. Our next tab will be Accounts. Accounts and contacts are very closely tied together, so I'm really going to be talking about these two closely together. Accounts are basically a company, and the contacts are the people that work at that company. So all of the records that we have in the system will have both an account and a contact. So first up, we'll talk about accounts. In this center section, you will see recent accounts. What this does is it will give you a listing of about the most recent 10 account records that you've had opened. So if you're going to go back and look at an account you've recently worked on, you can do that directly from here without having to search for it. So let's take a look at what an account record looks like. We'll look at OSAR Consulting here under Recent Accounts. When you open it up, you will see all of the details we have for this particular account. And I'll go into each of these fields in a little bit more detail when we talk about adding an account record. And then to close this account record, just click on any tab. So we're just going to go back to the Accounts tab. If the account we were looking for did not appear under Recent Accounts, we can come up to the search box and we can search for it from there. So let's search for OSAR Consulting. You don't have to put it all in, we just type in OSAR. And you'll notice since we've been there recently, it also gives us an option to go straight back to it. Or if we thought there were multiples of OSAR, we could click Search. And what that does, it will pop up this account record for OSAR Consulting. You'll see it also popped up what's called a people record. A people record is a user in our system. In this case, it's John Dempshire. The reason he came up under OSAR is because of his email address. If we click on his name, this takes us to his Chatter page, and we can see over here his email address. So you have a very effective search functionality within Salesforce. To get back to accounts, just click on the Accounts tab. We will discuss adding a new account in just a moment after we finish our little tour. Next up, let's talk about contacts. To get to the Contacts tab, just click on it. You'll see here at the top, there's a view. This will let you pull up several different types of reports. Like this one, it has birthdays this month. If you were tracking birthdays, you could actually pull a report of everyone who had a birthday this month, or anyone recently added this week, or you could look at all of your contacts. And then, next step down is recent contacts. This is just like the recent accounts in the last tab. Just click on it, and it goes into an account record. Here's our friend John Jemser again. We also have him in the system as a contact record because he's the owner of OSAR Consulting. Again, we'll go into detail on all of these tabs when we talk about adding a new record to the contacts page. The next tab is reports. Right now, we're not really using the report functionality, but we can use it. What this lets us do is our system administrator can create any type of a report that we might want. So we could, if we wanted to say, pull up a record of every company we have that is within a specific zip code, we could pull up a report for that. Next tab is called Documents. Documents are a way that we can put data out here, kind of like a library. So anybody who's a user on the system can come in and actually view those documents. There's multiple folders here, the personal documents or a shared document. So you can go to shared documents, and whatever shared documents are in the system, it will pull it up, and then to open it, just click on it. It will give you the information about it, if there is a description of it. Once you've pulled up the document that you would like to view, you can see some basic information about it, including a description, as long as that information was provided by the person who created the file. To look at the file, just click View File. And after a short delay, your file will pop open, and it will be in whatever program you had originally opened it in. So this one was in Excel, so it does pop open as an Excel spreadsheet. Then to get out of Documents, click on any one of the tabs. And this concludes our tour of Salesforce. Next up, we're going to talk about how to add new records into the system.